Mr. Zuma should not have to suffer the indignity of a cooked-up prosecution. And I say cooked up because this is what the NPA itself says. There was manipulation of the prosecution for political reasons. But it is in the detail of that the court simply ignored. And the court decided that they were going to, they would subject this to trial. The NPA, at the very least, would have had to account for what is contained in their own affidavit that is pertinent to whether or not fair trial rights have been affected in this particular case. There is a dispute within the NPA itself in the first place. There is a group in the NPA which is led by Mr. Hofmeyer and supported by the others who believe that their unfair trial rights have been affected. There is another group that is led by Mr. Downer who believe that unfair trial rights do not arise. Mr. Zuma can perfectly have a fair trial in circumstances where Mr. Hofmeyer himself says in paragraph, and perhaps I should read in paragraph 240 of his affidavit, in paragraph, sorry, page 240 of his of the record, and paragraph 275. He says, I argued that the prosecution should be discontinued. This is a senior member of the NPA, very senior to Mr. Downer. Says, I argued that the prosecution should be discontinued. I had investigated Zuma's allegations. In my view, they proved that McCarthy and Nuga had actively abused the NPA to discredit Mr. Zuma.